I buried my son with no answers. The police stopped investigating. The system gave up. So I did the unthinkable. I sued the government to find his killer. His name was Malik. 19 years old. An aspiring architect. A quiet soul with a love for sketching buildings and volunteering at the local youth center. We were close, father and son, but also friends. We lived in a small, tight-knit town. People looked out for each other. Or at least, we thought they did. I remember our last conversation. He was headed out to meet a friend. He said, "Love you, Dad." I said it back without thinking, not knowing it'd be the last time. Hours passed. Then came the call. They found him in an alley. Stabbed. Left alone. No ID, no witnesses. By the time I got there, the scene was already cold. The police ruled it gang-related. Said it was probably random. Case closed in less than a week. No real investigation. No suspects. Just silence. I started asking questions. Why no fingerprints? Why weren't his friends interviewed? Why was it labeled gang-related when Malik had zero history? I filed complaints. Showed them his school awards, the clean record, the community work. Still, they insisted it wasn't a priority case. I realized something. If your child isn't a perfect victim in their eyes, they don't fight for them. They bury the case, and expect you to bury your grief. I didn't want revenge. I wanted truth. So I hired a private investigator. He uncovered things the police never even looked into. Conflicting eyewitness reports, security footage that was never pulled, and even a name. That's when I knew the system failed. And I couldn't fix it from the outside. So I sued the state. For negligence. For emotional trauma. For obstructing justice. And for my son. They tried to silence me. They said I didn't have standing. That the case had no merit. But the lawsuit caught attention. Media picked it up. Civil rights attorneys stepped in. People started asking why a grieving father had to do the job of an entire police department. In court, we showed everything. The ignored evidence, the rushed autopsy, the profiling assumptions. It wasn't about money. It was about accountability. The pressure worked. The state reopened the investigation. New detectives were assigned. Eventually, someone came forward, a witness who had never been interviewed. A suspect was arrested. Charged. The case is still ongoing. But finally, we're seeing justice inch forward. I don't know if I'll ever feel peace. But I know this. No parent should ever have to fight this hard to prove their child mattered. No family should bury a loved one and be told to move on because the system can't be bothered. I didn't win a case. I forced them to care. And that's the legacy I'll leave. For Malik. Please like, share and subscribe for more stories. Thanks.